with bricks, relax with bricks, relax. Alpha wax, relax, will you?
Hello, Afflewax. So this is it. We will speed build each bag, and I will stop between each bag to show you what we've done. But here we go. We will finish the toy store. Okay, so that was bag 5. I just want to draw your attention immediately to this catastrophic area here, where these pieces here are not fitting for love nor money. So that's pretty hideous. I might just take them out. I think, put them in the. You'll be pleased to know I've designated a XINGBAO pot so that there can be no cross contamination. There was another shelves there. I don't know if you noticed, but there was a glorious moment where this bit just pinged. It just flew across the room, so that was fun. This is the only thing I think that is acceptable from bag 5. That is halfway decent, so that can have a thumbs up. Right then, on we go with bag 6. Thank you. Oh, Afflewax. Bag 6 has been absolutely horrific. I'm not joking when I say to you, I couldn't be more pleased that we took the decision that we did, because this has been it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. So there's tons and tons and tons of pieces missing. I'll show you an example. So we have half a hinge here. Nowhere are there the opposite hinges, and I used, I'm sorry, I used 4 of my Lego hinges simply to just power on through and get this done. But look, all of this is missing. There's a wall here missing. I've had to completely improvise about this bit here. It's an absolute shocker. There are bits here that were supposed to be here. Tiles missing. And I've looked through other bags, all the other bags that are over there, and I can't find the bits. But anyway, this is a shocker. Right, on with bag 7. Thank you. Well, I don't. I'm actually. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say to you. Um, the state of this. This. I mean, seriously, the state of it. But I mean, look here. Look. It's just horrible. It's horrible. I don't think I've ever done anything that has made me more unhappy or miserable in a long time. But this is an abomination. On we go. I can only be delighted that you were spared those horrors. The putting together of this was I think probably my worst experience I've ever had with bricks. But let's go through it. I mean, these are the shonkiness of all of this is just absolutely shocking. There were bits missing for this, of course there were. I mean, those are some decent tiles over there, but anyway, this is killing me. Thank you. Onwards. So that was bag 10, bookcase in here. Note here that the base here is uneven and there's nothing to be done about it. So this is supposed to be level with this. It isn't. And there are pieces missing all over here, so there was no more pieces here, so I just made it up from other bits that came from previous bags. And ditto here, there weren't enough of these, so I used up from previous bits. I mean, this would be quite decent if it was put together a bit better, but it's, again, sorry, it's really super poor quality. Oh, really super poor quality. And I can honestly say there is no pleasure in building this. It's really interesting. Anyway, right, on we go. Bag 11. So, bag 11, where to start with this? We have these tables, which I don't know if you saw, but every time this pinged off, took me ages to find where it was on the floor. But it's just small little things like this that it will not fit properly. Nothing. Everything is a struggle. I think that is what is the problem with this. With the lack of quality, every single thing is a struggle. I mean, look, everything is a struggle. I can't even be bothered to try and fix this. This is just horrible design. Absolutely horrible design. I don't even know where to start with this. I'm going to give you a close-up of it. I don't even know where to start with it. The instructions of how to put this together were completely incomprehensible. I mean, it's clearly somebody's attempt at thinking they were being clever and doing some sort of winged horse. But it's just horrible. It's a horrible piece of design. It's nasty. Bookcase, I mean, you know, standard. But there's no excuse. I'm sorry, but there is absolutely no excuse for just bits that don't fit. I mean, look, you can see there are the bobs there. There should be no issue with this, okay? There should be no issue. And look, it's just horrid. It's just really, really nasty. These are the chairs. Again, just horrible quality. Anyway, that was bag 11. It was awful. There was nothing pleasurable about it, and as I say, the reason there's nothing pleasurable about it is because every single step is a struggle. It's a struggle, and it's horrible. Onwards to bag 12. Well, that concluded bag 12, tile missing. This area, all here, the shonkiness of it. Look at the gap. Look at the gaps here. Look, everything's on the wonk. Look, wonky. There's a bend. You can actually see a bend there. Look at the state of this. Really bad. This was horrible to put together. Absolutely horrible. Look, it's revolting. You feel like you could just touch it and the whole thing will just collapse. This is very unstable. But I mean, just look at this. Just look at it's this area, this corner here. Nothing fits. Absolutely nothing fits. Anyway, the horror continues onwards to bag 13. And there we have it, the end of 13. Things collapsing in here. We put in a really, really poor fan in there. Nothing really fits nicely. Look, great hulking gap here that has zero chance of fitting because of, oh, there we go. Look, I mean, it's just breaking off. Look at the honkiness of this. It's the sheer level of skank is off. It's quite astonishing. Never did I think in my wildest dreams that it would be this bad, but it is. I mean, there's no prospect of that fitting. Look, absolutely no prospect of that ever fitting on there with that in place. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I genuinely don't know what to tell you, other than I think it might be the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Well, on we horribly go. We've now got one of these again. This was so horrific last time that I almost gave up, but I'm going to persist. We've got one more floor to go of this absolute horror shower. On we go. So I'm just stopping briefly at this point to just show you. I mean, this is where all the problems begin. It's because this flooring is put together so badly, and nothing properly fits, and it's horrible. Right, onwards. So heaps of bits missing here, and brace yourself, just look at that. Nothing sits down properly, absolutely nothing. It's another horrible bag. Onwards, grimly onwards to bag 15. Thank you. Ooh. So this was bags 16 and 17. I pretty much feel like I never want to make another bookcase as long as I live. The shonkiness, look at the shonkiness of this. I don't know if you can see, I'll go in, but if you can see here, and the idiocy of this. So can you see here, they have decided to use a small 3 here and a 6, rather than just using an 8, which they totally could have done. And so the weakness, as you can see, look, the conkiness here, and it runs all the way through every single time that they have that smaller one. It just doesn't, it's just horrible, really just badly designed. Stairs, obviously, but look at the state of these tiles. Anyway, right, let's get on and do 18. I'm not sure what's going to happen here because all the bits are missing. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. We're on. We're off. Okay, and that was number 19. There are supposed to be 2 of these, but there weren't the right pieces to do that. Same here. Okay, we're on the home straight now. I can smell the finish, which is delighting me, but we will now do bag 19. So the time has come to place this. I've finished bag 19. I want to draw your attention to this, to the shonkiness here, utter shonkiness. Look at the bend on that there. The total shonkiness. Look at this. I mean, that is it fixed it. I'm not joking. That is it fixed in. That's their idea of a fixed in thing. And look at the bend on this. Look at it. Anyway, this is now going on here. I had to remove some things from up here because when I gave it a little go, this wasn't having any of it. Anyway, look, let's see how beautifully this all fits together, shall we? Oh my God. I mean, look. look at the shelf on this. Oh, good God. Hang on. Oh, I don't know what's happened down there. Literally just pressing that down. This now rather brilliantly, the only good bit now doesn't fit on here because of these. Doesn't fit. So we may as well just throw that in there. Right, well, I hate to tell you this, I really hate to tell you this, but it looks like I've got another awful floor to put together. So good luck, studio. I'll see you on the other side. Here we go, bag 20. Well, luckily you were spared the putting together of this again, simply because I forgot to press play, but it was hideous. It was absolutely hideous, and please enjoy the shonk. Look at the shonkiness, the utter shonkiness of that. I mean, if that's not a have you been injured, personal injury, have you been injured at work? I don't know what is. I mean, look at the shonk. Look at the shonk. Look, not even flat. Thank you. Right, onwards to bag 21. So we are nearing the bitter end. That was number 20. I mean, nothing fits nicely. We know this by now. Right, onwards to 22. Well, you'll be delighted to know we only have one more bag to go, and then we can tip it off the table. These elements, if these were Lego, they would be done beautifully. And I think this is the problem with this, is that everything is almost really nice, but it's nowhere near really nice. So nothing here is sort of connected. I don't like this design at all. This little swing seat could be lovely, but it's just very ugly. And the same with this bower. It's just like, this is buckling. It's just not put together very well. The only thing I like are these little reclining chairs. I will accept that that's a pretty neat. Very simple but effective. All right, last bag, let's do it. I'm just pausing the time lapse to show you. I think this is an abomination. They're using brown frogs as table chairs. Thank you. Well, the nightmare has finally come to an end. Before I put this on here, I just want to give you a quick sort of just things abandoned in here. Right then. Here it goes. This is now going on top. This obviously was just shonkiness personified. Yeah, I mean, wow, that's quite, wow, that really is quite something. That won't even fit on. I mean, that's no chance of that actually fitting. All right, so let's now take a little look round the. Will you actually look at the state of it? The actual state. Oh my God! Just throw that in there. Pretend that didn't happen. How can we forget the holes, the great gaps in the wall? Look at these. I'm going to go in here just so you can really see how shocking it is. No chance of that actually sitting down. Do you know what I think? I think the problem from here up is the fact, let me just go out again. I think the problem from here upwards are these base plates, these stupid floors that are just put together like jigsaws. The only solid foundation we've got, of course, is this, which, as we know, that's my Lego base plate that I use. But look at this. I mean, this section here. Let's just go in. Will you? I mean, just all of this, and this is a facade that you can imagine, that we know for a fact that if it had been Lego, it just would have been beautifully rendered and beautifully designed. The main problem with this set is the design. There's lots of completely overly complicated, like this down here. That statue in there was so overly complicated that it rendered it sort of almost impossible. These bits up here, again, they could have been absolutely divine, but the way they were put together was idiotic. Like with this clock, behind that, this is essentially in two halves. There is no solidity to anything. That's the problem. Look at this. Look at the shonk on that. Look at the shonk on that. Look at the shonk on it. Look at the shonk on it. Absolutely shocking. Right then. Oh yes, and who can forget the great gapping here? And the amount of missing pieces was off the scale. So anyway, there it is. That's it. The nightmare has ended. The only good bit that was that book sign couldn't fit on after when this level went on. Absolutely ludicrous. Also, way too many bookcases were required to be made up here and down here. Just basically 2 levels of bookcases. It's over. It's over. The nightmare is over. And without further ado, we will now push it off the table. Thank you.